Today I'm talking about how to launch your coaching business. So I'm going to explain to you why I'm absolutely like loving what coaching does. I'm going to share with you the power of coaching, why it's so important, and then I'll dive into a lot of the support that I offer in that space as well. So here's the deal. The coaching industry is filling a gap. Okay. The coaching industry is also going to continue to expand as more demand for personalized support comes up. So when you think about the traditional education system, right? The system empowers you to acquire technical skills that you can commercialize, that you will sell, that you can sell to the industrial sector, right? Companies. That way you can exchange that skill for your paycheck, for livelihood, right? That's the old setup of the traditional education system. But when you think about the new demands, is that individuals are seeking self-actualization. And in order for you to self-actualize, you've got to get at least five things well. Okay? You've got to get your spirit, mind, right? Emotion, right? Health, finance. You've got to get a grip of that. And the traditional education system never, right, supported the individual, right, to acquire the skills, the knowledge, the competency to actually manage your life, to live your abundant life, to achieve success for yourself. Traditional education systems, right, offered or presented to you, right, an opportunity to develop technical skills to support your basic needs, food, clothing, shelter. And it's done really well there, right? So the world has expanded, the middle class, on and on and on. But what people need right now, and where the failure is as a society, when you think about post-COVID, right, is that the education to get, right, when you think about the mental crisis, spiritual crisis, emotional crisis, like financial crisis, when you think about all of those things, is that people are now scrambling to get a grip, to be in control, to take some type of control back, because things have gone out of control in many, many, many spaces, right? So the traditional education system has yet to catch up to the demand of humanity today. Okay? The traditional education system, right, has not risen to the level that people need support in. And so the coaching industry is continuing to grow, to emerge, really to serve the needs of individuals. And that's why you're going to hear people say, everybody needs a coach. Everybody needs a coach, right? But what I've also found is that most people who need a coach, those who need it the most, seek it the least. Those who need it the most, seek it the least. And because of that, I say they'll be left behind. As the whole world keeps shifting, self-actualizing, those who are doing personal development, those who are acquiring the skills, they're going for classes, they're doing sessions, they're going for therapy. People are out there, taking charge over their life, because for many, many years, right, they outsourced it, right, hoping that their employer would take care of everything. The government would take care of this, right? The community would take care of this. But now, guess what? If you don't take care of your own personal needs, right, nobody will, right? And what you need to live a full life, to pursue success, you've got to get a grip of that. So that's why the coaching industry, even though it's not regulated as it ought to be, I see the impact it's making in serving individuals that want to advance, that want to move on to the next level, that want to invest in themselves, to acquire the knowledge that will help them do the right thing, for them to have peace of mind, right? To be able to pursue success in different areas, acquire wealth, build wealth. If you weren't born into a wealthy family and you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to grow your business, yes, like my school is there for you to learn the skills, right? So many of us are rising up to support individuals, not companies, individuals that want to train, that want to acquire skills, that want to acquire the knowledge, that want to develop the skills, right? That will help them achieve everything they want to achieve in their life, because that knowledge was never shared, right, in the traditional education system. So that's why the coaching industry, I see it as it's going to continue to grow as more people awaken, okay, to the need, to their own needs, their own internal needs, as more people in the world want to actualize their hopes, their dreams, their aspirations, as more people want to unleash themselves, as more people want to become entrepreneurs, as more people want to build ventures, as more people want to create wealth, you will realize that there will be increased need for this level of support. The communities that have invested heavily in these spaces, you can see them thrive. You can see them, they're flourishing. You can see that they're building businesses. You can see that they are building wealth. Why? Because for generations, they've been investing heavily in coaching services, right? In classes, in education. Like, they've been investing. You see them in real estate summits and investment summits, right? They've been attending and investing thousands of dollars to acquire the skills that will help them invest in real estate, that will help them build businesses, because you don't get to do all of those incredible things with the limited knowledge your first degree or second degree gave you. That's why most people in the world, you may have a degree, but you may not have the knowledge and capacity to build wealth, because that degree taught you technical skills to become an employee, not to become an investor, not to become an entrepreneur, not to build businesses, not to create wealth. So that transformation that people now have to go through, right? Once they start awakening, many people are still haven't awakened to this. They're still sleeping. They're sleeping on themselves. They're sleeping on their future. They're sleeping on their potential. Is that the potential of the human must be unleashed for you to create wealth? Your potential must be unleashed. Your mind is the land, is the farmland you want to impregnate with a seed, the seed of success. But what's happening right now, just like the Bible talks about the parable of the talent, you can share all these things, I can teach all these things, I can share all these things, but guess what? When people are managing chaos, right, when they have limited mindset, they're in survival mode, those things choke out. It chokes the sense of possibility. It chokes the opportunities. They are not able to prioritize their future. They are not able to focus. They are so much immersed and buried under chaos. Right? So until people learn things like boundaries, right? Taking back their mind, because your mind is the factory for your life. That's where your life is created. But that factory has been hijacked. And people are managing drama. Can I say it's personal drama? lack of time management. The same 24 hours, it's not enough for them. Overwhelmed. People are managing, they're overwhelmed already. How much more? Instead of making room and clearing room for you to pursue success, for you to, right? But people are holding on to survival. They're in survival mode, right? So many people have not awakened to the fact that there are specific skills they need to acquire and develop in their life to manage their life, to manage their mind, right? So that they can solve their own problems and then solve problems for their community and the world. Because entrepreneurship, wealth creation, it's about value creation, value management, value delivery. So if you cannot solve your own personal challenges, if you cannot solve the things you are navigating right now, if you haven't developed the skills to master your life, it's near impossible for you to be able to create value in the marketplace and offer value in the world, because that stuff is actually a full-time job. It's a full-time job to build wealth. So when you think about the coaching industry is now rising up and expanding, and if you want to become a coach as well, listen, this journey will elevate you, and then you can elevate other people, and then you can make money. But here's where I come in. Business education is what will guarantee that you can commercialize your work. Many people can start, you can start creating value in the world. You can start supporting people. And many people have heard the stories. They've been serving their world. They've been coaching informally, right? Because of who you are. That's who you are. You care deeply. You want to serve. But the challenge most people have is that they are missing the business education that is required to commercialize, right? The business model, the branding skills, right? The marketing skills, the sales skills that will help you bring this value, the value of your skills, of your talent into the marketplace. And there are different sides of coaching, which I go through in my program. So basically, coaching industry is here to stay. It's going to keep growing. It's going to keep expanding as more people, right, awaken to their desire for more success in life. Because for you to acquire more success, right, to become more successful, to acquire more wealth, you've got to first cultivate your inner universe, because you have to mine yourself, the ideas, hopes, dreams, aspirations that you carry. Your thoughts, opinions is what will actually create wealth for you. So when you don't have self-confidence, when you have limiting beliefs, when you have imposter syndrome, on and on, all of these things are standing between you and who you ought to be, because that person is the one to create all of this opportunity, right? So if you want to launch your coaching business, reach out for sure, because there are many opportunities arising in this industry. If you care about people, if you want to drive impact in the world, right? This is so important, because like I shared, the traditional education system missed this, right? They taught us algebra, calculus, on and on, things that really, how important are they to the challenges you're facing in life today, right? The challenges the world has today post-COVID, mental, spiritual, emotional, right? Financial, right? When you think about interpersonal health as well. And these are the places now that people who have the individual skills, that have acquired specific skills through their own life experiences or their own training, they're now rising up to support individuals who want to invest in themselves, who want to create wealth, who want to live the abundant life, who want to build legacy, on and on. And the rest of the people, trust me, the rest of the people that refuse to do this work, they'll be left behind, meaning in the old way of doing things. And the world moves on without them. Hey, listen, there's something also very, very powerful happening in the world today when it comes to value. Is that low value, right? If you want high value that gives you high return, right, is also expensive. You also find out in the world today, watch out for these guys. Those who are seeking low value, you will get low value resources everywhere. They're everywhere on the internet. They're everywhere in the internet. This level of work, this level of transformation that I'm talking about, this is why many people can be online for 5 years and still they've not transformed. Nothing much has changed for them, right? Because they're going from place to place, picking low value information, low value resources, because low value is always free, right? You can listen, you can scout the internet, use your time. The level of work that yields this type of transformation, that helps you create wealth, right, is high value impact. This is where coaching comes in, is that high level impact, high level support. You will invest significant time following the process, like in my school, right? But people who still want low value, guess where low value is? It's everywhere. It's like what I say, it's like picking stones and sand. Those things are common. Common knowledge is common everywhere. Everybody can pick it. What you read on the newsletter, newspapers, everything you see out there, it's common. I'm telling you that those who create wealth, they go after uncommon knowledge, high value knowledge. High value knowledge is what you need to be pursuing for your high value life. So as long as you're looking for minimal things you don't want to pay for, minimal things, no, you can see the mindset. People scout the internet forever and still no transformation. So I see question from Alicia. Where are you joining from? Let me know where you're joining from. Okay, let me put your question out for others to read as well. Alicia from LinkedIn She says, do you believe that coaching certification is needed? Okay. Let me break it down because these are things I do personally one-on-one, but let me just share some things publicly because of your question. There are different types of coaching and there are different types of skills required to coach effectively. So let me start with technical coaching. Okay. So let's say you are a therapist that want to start a coaching business, right? The profession, there's a profession, right? And the profession requires you to have a certain type of expertise and technical skills and all of that. That there are some technical skills that are heavily regulated, right? So technical skill in technical knowledge may require, right, certification for you to remain in that industry, right? So let's say you're a doctor or this, right? Is that the technical side of those who want to coach, so maybe fitness coach or dietitian, you're a dietitian, right? Is that there are certain knowledge you can only pursue through the certification space. So that's one thing you need to know, is that some people will coach you, right, based on technical skills that they have in specific areas. And they may be bringing their competencies, it could be degrees, it could be certification, to serve the self. I'm going to break it down, okay? However, the business side of coaching, which is where I sit in, okay? It's about building commercial ventures, making money from your skills. And there are different types of coaching. There's life coaching, there's mindset coaching, there are health coaches everywhere, fitness coach. Is that when people offer themselves, their skills, their talent, their experiences to make another human being better, more productive, to teach another person what they know, and to help you improve your performance in a specific area. That's the general principle behind coaching. Okay, but depending on the technical skill the person is bringing and offering you, you definitely need to research the person's experience. Why that person is the most experienced person, right? To offer you that knowledge. Where did they get their knowledge from? You need to ask that question. So if somebody says, I'm a diet coach or a fitness coach or a health coach, you better go and research who taught them that knowledge they're about to pass on to you. Okay, do they have a certification, right? Because what they're bringing to you is technical, and the more delicate that knowledge is, you want a professional to be passing on and teaching and coaching you, right? So professional of professional. Remember I said people are looking for low value stuff all over. They are listening to all kinds of things on social media and they are eating it. And guess what? Is that stuff making your life better? Right? Because anybody can put anything on social media. Anybody can say anything on social media. Anybody with a cell phone can put anything out there. And you, if you love your life and you love your mind and you love your spirit, you've got to do your own due diligence to research. How qualified is this person to speak the way they are speaking? Your job, just like a medical doctor, don't go to any medical doctor without understanding where they're coming from. So certification supports technical skills. Now, for me, people can have very great technical skills, but they may not have business acumen, how to commercialize, how to make money, how to build a brand, how to write your business model, how to price, how to market, how to sell. Those are wealth creation skills. And as somebody who served as a strategist, I've worked for the biggest brands in the world. I serve on boards of business. What I bring is the business side. I use it to support those who want to build commercial ventures and those who want to build their coaching business and make it profitable. Okay? So think about, again, technical skills, business skills, right? And they are in the technical space. Listen, there's a wide, it's like it's a shopping market. Just like you go to a shopping mall and there are different things there, is that the coaching industry is so broad. Different people are bringing different skills. They can teach you how to homeschool. They can teach you how to clean your house. They can teach you mindset. I also have mindset programs to support the entrepreneur, because you have to be creative and productive in entrepreneurship, right? So technical skills in coaching industry is, listen, broad, like all over. There's anything you want to learn, you can literally find a coach ready to give you their time, energy, and teach you what they know. However, there's specific technical competency that, listen, you've got to make sure they know what they're doing. Why are they the most qualified person to do that? Okay. Oh, Pernell, good to see you again. Give me a moment. Let me read some other questions. Okay, Alicia says she's joining in Chicago. I am also here in the suburb of Chicago. So yeah, definitely. Kabuki says she's joining from Missouri. Yes, hello. Thank you for joining. We have another question here from Alicia. She says, I am a non-profit executive coach with 25 years experience, just starting out with coaching. Okay, let me take a step back. Non-profit executive coach. Now you want to, so I'm assuming, because listen, the only information you give me right now is what I can work with or I can respond to. So if you want more deep dive, definitely reach out, set up some time with me. But from this line, what you've just shared, I'm making an assumption, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you've been an employee of a non-profit organization. You've been coaching under that existing not-for-profit for 25 years, or at least you have 25 years of experience working under institution, non-profit institutions, and now you are looking to set out, you're exploring to set out by yourself, to start your own business and to continue to offer those services. That's what I'm reading from that line. But please check me if I'm wrong, okay? So what I'll say is similar, is that you have technical skills, 25 years. But this is when I talk about employee mindset versus entrepreneurial mindset, and those resources are in my academy, toyinumesiwi.academy. I also have a TV show there. Is that you, no matter what technical skills you've been deploying as an employee, those who employ you, they've built structures that allows you to deliver your service. They have a recognizable brand, they have processes, right? They have sales strategy, they have a marketing team, they have relationship with the marketplace, on and on. They've built that over years. And because they've built that over years, your job is really, really easy, because you show up to your job. Your employer has provided everything you need to serve in the marketplace. The moment you decide you want to go from employee mindset to entrepreneur and use that same technical skills, you've got to now learn business. You've got to build your own structure, your own relationship, your own business structures, your own processes. You've got to market yourself. You've got to sell yourself, right? That is where my academy comes in. Building commercial venture, right? Commercializing your skill, technical skills, so that you can make money from it, so that you can build wealth. It's a skill. Business skill is something that you have to couple with your technical skill. Okay, so technical skill, the product service that you want to bring into the marketplace, business skills, how you make it commercially viable, the business structures you put around it, right? And I always tell people, the wealth creator, right, will build assets, will buy assets that will continue to create value. And most coaches, this is where they fail. The business is them and they are the business, and they are doing limited things that cannot get them maximum results over time, because they're not building structures that would last, that will be a legacy. They're not building brands. They're not doing all of those things. So they're showing up and they're saying, buy me, buy me, buy me. And that's where the challenge is. Yeah, Miss Kobalaga. So thank you so much for those joining. And Pernell, thank you as well. If you want to ask any question before I close out today, feel free to also on mic and ask that question. And I see Miss Kobalaga saying, oh, That marketing and sales of your technical skills is a huge leap. Absolutely. Those are the things program. There's a 10-week business training program in my school. 10 weeks, not 1 week, not one course. You go through 40 courses covering 10 subjects, workbooks, mindset, business model design, pricing strategy, your branding strategy, understanding your customers and clients, profiling them, designing for them, your magnetic messaging, content strategy, right? Your lead generation machine, really, and how to lead your customers on transformation, on and on. And then there's a new program for coaches as well, the next level after your business. So after your business training, I call it training because listen, I can transform knowledge, but training comes in when you develop your own skills. You need skills. You don't just need knowledge. Many people have knowledge, but they're not getting results because to get results, you need superior skills. So training is what's important. And this is what is missing for many people, okay? So basically, thank you so much for those who have joined. I'm going to wrap up now. Join me at toyinumesiri.academy. And if you want to take your coaching business to the next level, if you want to launch a new one, or if you want to take the existing one to the next level in the world of business. So listen, you can start, anybody can start a coaching business like that. If you understand what I mean, meaning if you have a skill, if you have knowledge, if you have experience, you can offer that into the world. And many people are doing that. But the biggest gap is, will you, right, commercialize it? Would you make money? Would you make a livelihood, right? Would you build wealth? That's the question, right? But your technical skills, I'm saying the world needs you, right? Because the coaching industry is going to expand, and I am helping also to expand it, particularly in my community. You know why? Those who need coaching the most, they are seeking it the least, and because of that, they're being left behind. Why? The mindset of consumerism, right, makes people value their handbags, their shoe, commercial, right, consumable stuff. Imagine if people value, a community values that more than their own peace of mind, more than their future, more than the truth. Like that, there's a gap, guys. There's a huge gap. There's a huge gap in the world, particularly in certain communities where the marketing message that people have been drowned in, right, has confused people to put thousands of dollars into consumerism because they've been told that the bag you're carrying, the car you're driving, the house, everything like that is the ultimate symbol of success. And I always say, listen, you want to invest in a luxury mind. You want to unleash your creativity. You want to unleash your productivity, because out of you is where the gold is. You need to mind your own mind, mine it. See yourself as a farmland that needs to be cultivated so that the ideas can be impregnated and your bountiful harvest, your future, your wealth can come out of you. You are the ultimate wealth creator. I hope you realize that when you don't do this work to nurture yourself, to unleash your own potential, that's why I've done this program of, Abundant Life series of a spiritual journey into self-discovery, discovering your talents, your ideas, your hope, all of the things that God has gifted you with. Now that you have to trade with, literally the talents that is in your hand, you've got to put it to use, right? And many of it is lying dormant because the factory of the mind that is supposed to put it to use to bring value into the world, people are not doing that work, right? So personal development is important, right? Listen, even if you don't hire a coach, you still have to do this work. Go and buy books. Start this journey. Again, spiritual journey, mental, emotional, right? Physical, your health, right? Your money. Those are just, that's not all. I just put everything under 5 buckets. Very important. When you think about the church, how the church continue to support people with spiritual, with inspiration, with motivation, with word of God every week. Listen, they've been feeding you, right? That's why you go to church. But guess what? Even the church, listen, do I want to go there? The church has been doing its part in the world and we continue to do it, right? But remember, your mind, guide your heart too, your place of emotion, Your mind, discipline your mind, right? Boundaries, protect your heart. That's where the issue, your life comes from, right? Spiritual, physical health. I wish above all things that you prosper. Like, listen, these things, it's like we're not connecting the dots. For those who are Christians, you need to connect to all the dots. That well-being, total well-being is what God wants for all of us, right? But trust me, the traditional education system, all that it helped us do, and this is fantastic, is to get a livelihood that sits in meeting your basic needs. But what I'm talking about is the next level, next level, next level of abundance for your life. And this work you have to do. So if you're considering becoming a coach, if you want to expand your coaching business, make it more commercial, learn the skills for success, the business training, yeah, you want to check out Toyin Umesi Video Academy, you want to also reach out to me. There's a new program that is also, listen, expanding, because to me, my community needs more coaching. My community needs to invest in more coaching, because at the end of the day, this is the only way this is the path to wealth creation. But if you have another idea, another information I don't have, right? Hit me up, tell me, because I've traveled the world. I work at the highest levels, from the Fortune 1 CEO to government to this. I would do so many things in the world of international trade development with government. I do so many things. In all of my exploration, this is the conclusion, guys. For you to create wealth, we need your creativity. We need to unleash the productive capacity of people, of humans. So if you go to a community and you see poverty, people haven't mind, they've not put their ideas to use. But that's another topic, right? But I'm just saying, even for individuals, I always say that value creation, value management, value distribution, the three relationships you will have with money, okay? You have to attract it, you have to manage it, you have to invest in it. And that first piece of attracting is that you have to be attractive in terms of your mind. You have to invest in your thinking so that you can solve more for the world, because you will solve problems for yourself, for people. That's the only reason clients and customers will come to you, right? The value you can present to them. And in order for you to create value, listen, it comes from inside out, not outside in. So if you are looking for money, the money is inside you. You have to mine your ideas, your skills. You have to develop it. You have to invest in it, right? You have to invest in it. And that's really the next journey most people need to go on. And I always joke that, imagine if Beyonce's parents never invested in that raw talent, right? She could be a medical doctor right now. And nothing wrong with medical doctor, right? Is that many people are definitely serving the world in certain capacities based on the degrees, on and on. Exceptional, fantastic. But I also know that what people are crying out for today is self-actualization. You believe, if you believe, and if you know that there's more for you than what you're currently acquiring for yourself, reach out. ToyinUmesivi.academy. And also you can email me at info@toyinumesivi.com or toyinumesivi.academy. I look forward to hearing from you. And if you have any further questions, reach out as well. God bless you. That's it. It's a wrap, guys. That's it. Enjoy the rest of your week and see you again.